Just to go to the bodega.
Just to go to the bodega. Just to go to the bodega.
What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Dishon King. In today's video, we're gonna be throwing away all of this. And I'm gonna be telling you why we're throwing away these products. They're either products that I hate or products that I just simply can't keep anymore because they either expired or they're too old or I just simply don't use them anymore. And I'm gonna be telling you guys all 13 reasons why I cannot keep these products anymore. So if you're interested in any of that, just continue watching. But before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to turn on my post notifications. So as I've continued to grow here on YouTube, somehow I've just been able to compile a huge collection of products that I no longer use. They're either expired or I just simply don't like them. I get a lot of products sent to me, I buy a lot of products. I'm also in the process of decluttering and getting rid of stuff, and it's almost to the end of the year. It's gonna be like December in like 2 seconds. Just wait, just wait. And so I feel like I need to do like a little bit of some cleaning. I found a collection of skincare products that I've just completely put to the side. I don't use them anymore. I haven't touched them in such a long time. We're gonna be going one by one of each product. So the first product we're gonna talk about, we're gonna hit the ground running. We're gonna talk about the influencer product of 2019. Yes, I'm talking about the ESTEE LAUDER DAYWEAR Matte Moisturizer. I kid you not, every effort night. Every time I turned around, there was somebody promoting this product on Instagram. ESTEE LAUDER had the girls on payroll. I felt peer pressured into buying it because I'm just like, well, god damn, like everybody's just talking about this ESTEE LAUDER. Let me see what it's giving. The first person that comes to mind that kind of made me buy this was Tiara Walker. I remember she used this all the time. I was just like, and I love Tiara Walker. Anything she was talking about, I was gonna buy. I bought it. I went to Ulta and I bought it. I can't even remember how much I paid for it. I think it was like 40 bones, maybe. I think Arnell did a deal for that. Like pretty much every like black girl YouTuber had this. But as you guys know, I have oily combination skin, but back then my skin was more oily than it was like quote unquote combination. So instead of me having like dry cheeks, I would just be straight up oily. And so I remember I got this because it was like a matte moisturizer, and I thought, well, I need a moisturizer that doesn't make me like shiny throughout the day. I need something that kind of like mattes me down. So I got this and it did the job. Like I wasn't as shiny as like I usually would be throughout the day, besides the fact that it's expired. This is heavily fragranced and it smells like jasmine. Now it smells like soiled jasmine, and even the color is just different now. And after a while, I think it started to clog my pores, because I remember after the end of like a long day and I had this moisturizer on, my face just felt like a little itchy, and then I would have like a little bit of a breakout. So I think I was actually low-key kind of sensitive to this moisturizer without really knowing it. It could have been the strong fragrance. It could have been the fact that this wasn't conserving my oil. It was more so trying to suppress my oil, which caused my sebum levels to rise and my pores to get clogged. So that's why I wasn't really a huge fan of this moisturizer after a while, and I stopped using it. It was causing me to break out. While we're on the subject of influencer skincare products, we are gonna talk about Clinique. Same exact situation. Every time I turned around, these moisturizers were on my timeline. I remember Arnell did a sponsorship for them, and Aaliyah's Face, she did a sponsorship with them. Actually, I used Aaliyah's discount code to buy these, now that I remember. I am the type of person to buy things that an influencer promotes, trust me. Like if I really like them, I'll support your bag. And I remember Arnell used these a lot, even outside of her sponsorship. Like she would mix these two, and that's what got me to buy both of these, because I'm like, maybe I should mix them. I remember I was obsessed with these. Like I would put these on to go anywhere, just to go to the bodega.
Just to go to the bodega. Just to go to the bodega.
And I'll tell you what, I didn't really feel like my skin was moisturized. The next day, my skin would feel even more dry. I don't think at the time I was really hydrating my skin enough for me to use this as a moisturizing sealant, because basically what this moisturizer did, it helped with oil control, but it also sealed in whatever moisture that you had underneath. And since I had oily combination skin, I was really stripping my skin back then of like a lot of my oil. So I don't think I really had anything left enough to support it. I wouldn't say this is a bad moisturizer. I just kind of fell out of love with it, if that makes sense. But I think my skin became dependent on me mixing. And if you're unfamiliar with these products, a lot of people were drawn to these because these were customizable moisturizers. So you could get like a different cartilage that had different sorts of benefits. The blue one had oil control. The white cartilage was for brightening, so that's why I wanted to combine that with the jelly. It just didn't suit me anymore. And the fact that like these are now going on 2 years old, it's time for these to go. Next, we're going to talk about the HENRIKSEN Power Duo To Go kit. Now, I remember, I think I got this with my Sephora points at the time. Again, this was back in 2019. 2019 was like the emergence of like my skincare gig, if that makes sense. And this was the Glow Cycle Retin-Alt Power Serum. So this is a serum that has retinol in it. And then this Goodnight Glow Retin-Alt Sleeping Cream. They're basically both the same kind of ingredients constructed. This is just a night moisturizer, and then this was the serum that went with it. This was supposed to have like alternative retinol in it. Whatever that is, it made my skin extremely sensitive. I remember my skin would tingle when I put it on, and I thought it was supposed to do that, but I didn't realize that I was actually like having like sensitivity reactions to it. It didn't make my skin red. I didn't break out from it or anything like that. It just made my skin extremely tender. You got to be careful with that because retinol makes your skin sensitive anyways, and these are probably expired by now. Let me go ahead and open these. Look at that. Stiff.
It don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move.
Next, we're going to talk about the DERMA Vitamin C Gentle Daily Cleansing Paste. Now, this I got in PR actually, and I love DERMA, but I did not enjoy this product at all. This was like a cleanser slash mask. You could cleanse your face with it, or you could like cleanse and then just leave it on as a mask. I'm kind of weary of products that are like that because I feel like it's too close to kind of like a Head and Shoulders approach to skincare. If you guys don't know, I'm actually very anti 2-in-1 when it comes to skincare products. I don't think it's possible to get multiple uses of a skincare product. I'm very traditional when it comes to skincare. I believe everything has its place. Now this was like, okay, you can cleanse, but you can also exfoliate with this. I also felt like this was sitting on top of my skin and it wasn't actually penetrating deep into my pores. The consistency of it is also very runny. Like I'm not squeezing this at all. It's just simply dripping out. And their products go bad really quickly. So if you don't use this within like the first like 6 to 8 months, like you're done for it. So I'm gonna wipe this nasty stuff off. Next, we're gonna talk about this bougie ass Zeo Skin Health Calming Toner. 1, this is overpriced. I wanna say this is like 30 bones. 2, this has witch hazel in it, and you can feel the witch hazel when you apply this on your skin. It is very strong. I felt like this was actually drying my skin instead of actually hydrating. It also has an unattractive medical smell to it. It's giving assistant living. I didn't have any of my actual toner that I use on a daily basis, and I kind of just like sporadically got this just to try it out, and yeah, I regret it. We'll never buy this again. Now the next product that we're going to talk about, I actually really love, and this is the Image Clear Cell Restoring Serum. Love this serum. Actually one of my favorite products. This was actually sent to me through PR because I was emailing back and forth with Image at the time, and I was going to film a review for them. Non-sponsored, by the way. I will actually link that above for you guys to watch. It's actually one of my first hit singles here on my channel. Number 2 on Billboard. It was actually the second video I've ever posted on my channel ever. It's actually one of my top performing videos now. I actually used this product before they sent it to me through PR, and I actually already liked it. But the thing about this product that I don't like, 1, the applicator sucks. The applicator is horrible. Like, there's product still stuck in here. I'm gonna zoom in closely for you guys to see. So if you can see that closely, there's like serum that's like stuck in that applicator. The serum itself is actually a very thick consistency, and I noticed that a lot of it will get jammed in there, and it got to the point to where like I would have to squeeze this like 3, 4, 5, 6 times to actually get serum inside of the applicator for me to use, because of the fact that there's built up product just like stuck in there. So that's what I really didn't like. I love the product itself, it worked great, but if Image can work on the packaging aspect of this, they really have a hit single on their hands. Not only that, but I did notice that there is like a little bit of some product that is in this bottle still, but it's actually dried up and expired now. I actually really like this serum because it had glycerin in it, and it also helped with oil control. This did for me what I thought the ESTEE LAUDER DAYWEAR matte would do for me. This actually helped with my oil production. Overall, the product itself is great, but the packaging sucks, and I wouldn't necessarily buy it again until they change that. The next product we're gonna get into is the 2.5 glycolic facial scrub from COSMETICA skincare. I have a huge issue with this product. This was gifted to me, and again, this was during a time that I didn't really pay attention to ingredients like that. I honestly felt like I wasn't getting any benefit from it, and I also felt that like it wasn't cleaning my skin. Like I felt like I might as well have just splashed water on my face and just went to bed. I noticed the next day I would still get like breakouts. I looked at the ingredient list. Why does this have tea tree essential oil in it? Essential oils in general aren't good for you to have in your skincare because essential oils can be very harsh and irritating on the skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. And you guys know with oily combination skin, sometimes you wake up feeling oily, sometimes you wake up feeling more dry than usual, sometimes you wake up feeling both, sometimes your skin is dehydrated. Kind of like playing Russian roulette, but with your skin. Little old ignorant me was putting this on my face and wondering why I was getting irritation and reactions from it. When you look at the name of this product, you would think glycolic acid is like the first ingredient that's in it. It is not. Glycolic is actually like dead in the middle of the ingredient list. You have all this other stuff above it. You are to assume that there is more of a particular ingredient the higher that it is on the ingredient list. So with water being the first ingredient on this, there's more water in this product than there is anything else. So my issue with this is the fact that this is advertised as a glycolic scrub, but glycolic acid is like the 44th verse in the Bible. Not to mention this ingredient list is longer than the book of 1 Thessalonians and 2 Timothy. And the very last product we're going to talk about today is the creamy cleanser from PCA Skin. Now this is actually not a bad product, and I originally got this when I wanted to follow Kalani's skincare routine for a video, which I will link above for you guys to watch. That single low-key flopped. Y'all slept on that single, but y'all can still go watch it. I ain't gonna delete it or anything like that. I actually genuinely loved filming that video, and I love Kalani. Kalani has dry skin. I knew that going into this. Like I knew that this was going to be like a very hydrating cleanser, except I can't really use this like that. Like I use this probably like 2 times. This is like equivalent to putting like lotion on your skin for me. Like I didn't actually feel like this was benefiting my skin other than the fact that if I'm extremely dry, I can use this product, and I'm rarely extremely dry. So for me to actually hold on to this, and this is a lot, this is, look at this, pretty much like the size of my head. I don't need to hold on to this much longer. And that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and just like listening to me rant about the past. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to follow me on TikTok because I will be doing a TikTok version of me throwing away this skincare. So make sure you guys tune in to see that. Don't forget to follow me on all my other social medias as well, linked down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.